Morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in lovely professional university Edu-Webinars. My name is Delvinder Kaur and I'm your host for today's webinar. As I can see, people are still joining, so let's wait for a few more minutes so that everyone can join. Till then, let me take you all on a virtual tour of our beautiful university. So here it is.
Finishes at 90 meters, 23.
Thanks everyone for calling and let's talk about the call responses. Is this video real or AI? This video is absolutely real video. No AI is harmed in making this video. So for the people who wants to see this video again, I'll share the link in the chat box later in 2-3 minutes. So as I can see, everyone has joined. So let's dive into today's topic, that is emerging software applications in civil engineering industry. So before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Ganesh. Dr. Ganesh is an accomplished associate professor at the School of Civil Engineering, lovely professional university, bringing over 10 plus years of rich teaching experience. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagan. Dr. Lavleen is an associate professor in the field of mechanical engineering with over 20 plus years of teaching experience. His vast knowledge will surely break the path of attendance. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would like to request everyone for any questions. You can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. Now I'm going to hand over this session to our expert, Dr. Ganesh, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. And I'll be joining you all as an attendee, as it's always great to learn something. Over to you, Dr. Ganesh.
Thank you, madam, for the introduction. Yes, today we'll be discussing about the emerging software and applications. So let me share my screen so that you can see my slides for the participants. Hope my screen is visible and voice is audible to the participants.
Yes, everything is fine. You can continue.
Thank you. So welcome back to all the participants and students over here for the webinar. Today we are going to discuss about emerging software application in civil engineering industry. So since we are from civil engineering background, we are always aware about the latest technologies which is coming in the market and where we need to grow and want to get updated with the market part. So I hope few students are not aware about the various software tools which is going to be used in civil engineering field. And today's session, I'm going to address you what is the main application and what are the advantages that you are going to use in civil engineering softwares. So at the end of the session, you might be aware what all the various softwares applications are used in civil engineering field and what the civil engineering is actually in today's culture. All right. So the old tradition is almost over. So the paper, pen tools or drafting tools, so those things has been now vanished. Nobody is using those scales and pencil. So today we all computerize the technology, and with AI technology, AI tools, all this machine learning. So as per the current market scenario, we also want to get upgrade as well for the technology aspects. So the civil engineering software also have a various bundle how the software will be make our work very easy and how to understand the software and what are the challenges that we are going to face in the industry or related to environment. So that's the way we are going to discuss. So first of all, let me show you the glimpses of history, how the software has been developed. So in today's part, we will be categorize the session in 4 segments. First, we will be discussing about the drawing and planning. Then we will be discussing about the 3D modeling, what is 3D modeling and how to make a design and analysis. And the last segment, we will be discussing about the scheduling and management, because civil engineering covers all the phases of construction, starting from your drawing till the end of the construction stage. We have various sectors in civil engineering. So it's not like only the construction sector. So in civil engineering have various streams like transportation, highway designs, then again for a planning sector, scheduling, management, then core design field, water resource, environment, geotechnical field. So in every field of civil engineering, we come across these 4 stages. That is drawing and planning. First stage, whatever the project you are going to start, we'll be starting with the drawing and planning. Then we come with the 3D modeling to understand how this is going to really look in the environment background. So we need to know about the 3D modeling. And then we go with the core design. So an analysis with respect to natural calamities like seismic effects, that is earthquake or wind or any kind of natural calamity like flooding. So all those things challenge how you are going to overcome in your building designs. So example, if you are think about a high-rise building, a G+10-story building. So you want to make a plan and you want to make the drawings, then you're going to execute in a design. But how your building is going to execute or how your building is going to sustain for a particular time duration with heavy wind or storms or kind of earthquake resistance. So those are all things which comes in the concept of a design and analysis sector. Then last is the scheduling and management. It's all about how you start your project, how you're ending your project, in between what all the resources that you need, how you're going to manage your time, how you're going to manage your labors or materials. So cost factors. So all those things is in the part of scheduling and management. Okay. So coming back to the first sector, that is your drawing and planning. So we have seen this picture. This picture very clearly see you. The people are working in the drafters. You can see a big sheet, drawing sheets is attached, and people are using the drafting tools and pencils and different kind of geometric tools they have. So they used to make this part. So if you go back around 30 years back or 40 years back, so they used to do this kind of techniques and they used to prepare the drawing first. So very accuracy and measurements, everything they used to do manually. But in today's sector, we see these kind of drawings are not there. If you see any kind of fort or any kind of museum or any kind of emperor rules or emperor museum buildings, so fort buildings, so they used to make the drawing very accurately in the British periods. So if you talk about the European and British period time, they used to make very accurately this kind of drawings in the papers. So using the papers and pencils. But again, look at the sketch, how they do the sketching very carefully with the 3D, all those kind of sketching they used to do it. Now, coming back to the software. So what happens after 1982? So the company called Autodesk. So I hope everybody is aware about the Autodesk. If you're not aware, you might be knowing these things in a familiar part. In all the engineering sector, we use Autodesk. So what is Autodesk basically? Autodesk is nothing but it's an American company, software developing companies. So it was founded in 1982 by John Walker. So he identified how this paperwork can be converted into digital form, that is using your computers and tools. So the idea came with that, the architecture and your engineering construction sector. So how he is going to use this pointer. So on that aspects, so he used that construction management part. We need to connect with the computer systems. So he come with the idea called AutoCAD. So there is nothing but a computer aided design. So it's called computer aided design. So what is the main use of this software? So when you come for the software, it is making for designing and drafting tools. So whatever the picture you are seeing in the earlier point, we are going to use the computers now. So by using the computer, you are going to draw this part. That is called your AutoCAD. Basically, for any kind of building planning, we need to with the AutoCAD drawings. Then now presently we are talking about the Revit software. That is also one of the primary part. So where it is getting trend in civil engineering field. So I'll take you to that journey right now. So this is how when you see your computer application drawings are prepared. So we can do all the corrections, measurements accurately. What is the accuracy of the measurements? Or you want to convert the units from some scale like mm to centimeter or centimeter to inches. So all this kind of calculation made very, very easy using AutoCAD. Since you are very, very new for this kind of AutoCAD software, or we are going to take admissions in civil engineering field, so it's really wonderful part that you should be enrolled for the learning of AutoCAD courses. So because as per the viewpoint of civil engineering or mechanical engineering background, so without AutoCAD, we can't survive. So we should have a sound knowledge in the AutoCAD software. So what is AutoCAD is doing basically? The AutoCAD is basically doing planning software. How you're going to make your drawings and how you're going to implement in that in your part of sketch. So that is what you're going to do it. So you can see the sketch prepared by the software. Next, another one I will show you. Now, the same sketch, if you go for a 3D modeling, what is called 3D modeling and rendering. So now you see this sketch is just a black and white sketch. You have seen some kind of shadings here, a wall. This is a wall. You can see the shading and you can see some kind of kitchen equipment or sink, or then again here some restrooms or kind of sketches. So these kind of sketches are done in the AutoCAD. When it comes for 3D modeling or 3D rendering software, what it is actually showing, how your building is going to be constructed and what kind of paint you are going to use. You want to visualize that. So that is called the 3D rendering part. So over here we discuss about the building information modeling. It is the latest technology in the civil engineering. So what building information modeling is doing? So it's a digital platform. So it collects the n number of data and it incorporate in the software. So example, you are going to construct a particular wall. What type of wall? What is the thickness of wall? What color you are going to paint for that particular wall? And those things is going to add in the data. So it's a vast area. So BIM alone is a big point of data management. So in civil engineering field. So now trending is the Revit software, which we are using a platform to incorporate this building information modeling. So this is a new and generation of management digital representations. Okay. So what it actually does, so it converts all your diagram into 3D. First, we will get the 3D sketch, how your building is going to look as a virtually. So once you're done with the virtual things, the sketch also show a complete materials, what kind of materials you are going to use for this particular models. So I am showing you one more example here, a kind of mechanical spare parts. So even for automobile industries or mechanical engineering, they also use the same tool. So you can see this is a spare part tools, they're rendering and they're showing what is the kind of material they're going to incorporate it. So the next point which you come to the software is called the Revit architecture software. You can note down, those are taking a point. You can note down, this is called Revit architecture. So what Revit architecture is doing basically, it's a modeling software. Basically, Revit architecture is nothing but a modeling software which make the user to make all the work easy. Even you can also try free of cost. So you can make a model, you can prepare your own house building plan, where you want to keep your hall, where you want to keep a kitchen or your bedrooms, how it's going to look after adding some kind of components like bed, chairs, furnitures, all those things are reality. So that's how we are, the software is more powerful. So it's used for by construction professionals to bring their ideas in concept oriented. So how it is going to use in other sector. So if you're talking about architecture background, so you want to do some interiors. So you want to do some interior work or exterior works. You want to do mechanical, electrical, plumbing. MEP is nothing but mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So in such case also you can show the pipelines, what is the water pipelines and electrical circuits, all those things. Then we talk about the structural engineering, the design aspects, coming to the design aspects, what kind of column, what kind of slab or beam sizes that you want to use. So those things can be monitored over here. Okay, so now I'll show you the demo of this point. So you can see this demo here. So this software is the application where you see the complete rendering tools. So you can see the people standing in the balcony, you can keep your trees. Okay, so all those things are available. You can see a small swimming pool and you can see the grass area, your exterior lights. So all small car is placed in the modeling. So when you look into detail of this picture, so this is again another example. You can see the software. So how they are making some buildings, people are talking here, and staircase, garden area, frontage landscape areas. So and a bird's eye view. So when you see from the bird's eye view, how your building looks. So the furnitures, components. So this is how the software is going to do help for modeling purpose. Now, the next point which we come to know is all about the 3ds Max. So what is called 3ds Max software is going to do in civil engineering. So it's a high level graphics. So it's nothing but high level graphics. It's a rendering solution which we can use for a maximum delivery of your output. So basically this is used by architecture people as well as civil engineering people, and also for gaming sector. So if you're going to for a gaming sector or film industry sectors, so graphic artists, they use this 3D Max, and Maya is also there. So those things are used for this. What did this software do actually? So you can see a living room. I have placed some tables and you can see some furnitures, and background I have placed some kind of art. So if you render this image and you see how it is going to reality look, so you can see the glassy and your the reflection of lights, everything in much more reality. I'll show you one more picture here. You want to put a portrait on your walls. So in your bedroom, your master bedroom, you want to create some kind of a portrait of your point. So you want to put a tables, all those things you can create it, chairs. So much more detailing you can do it in 3ds Max for the rendering. Then other than that, you can also see a living room example. Now coming to the gaming sector, so everybody plays games, right? So all your people do gaming, so all those things like Road Rash or Mitas or some kind of games or NFS games. So these kind of games are developed by a kind of graphic experts. So they create a features of a kind of clip arts, and they convert that vector, and then for the vector they give the motion pictures, and they convert as a gaming sectors. So these are also used in the gaming sector field also. The softwares are highly used in gaming parts. Okay, now coming back to the core, that is the design and analysis. So what is design and analysis going to do? So when you talk about the design and analysis, so there are n number of softwares are used in a design field, especially in the civil engineering field. We use a different kind of softwares are there. So like StatPro or ETABS. So why that softwares are used? So those softwares are specially used for kind of modeling features. So to know what is going to be happen exactly and how it is going to be executed. So what kind of load should be applied on the buildings. So that's the way the design and analysis are used. So over here we start with the Revit structure. This is also modeling software. So the engineering, this is especially for structural engineers. So if you are a civil engineering and you can have a knowledge on the software, but when you talk about the core application of the software, then you should be a master holder MTech in structural engineering. Then you can go for this in more detail what structural engineering is going to do. So I myself is from the structural engineering background, so I have more knowledge about this. So how this software is going to use for build modeling. So you want to see a particular beam, column or footing, how many bars or reinforcement that should be kept. So those picture exactly what is going to be inside your structure. So in your house, you see beam, you can see a column. So this way we can see how the structure is inside the structure, how you're going to do the modeling. So what should be the spacing for these bars? So these are all the design concept which you learn in civil engineering. So presently you are a fresher, you might be not knowing about it, but I can understand the difficulty. But yes, when you come for the civil engineering field and you learn the subject and you will expertise yourself to know what is the bar diameter should be used, how many bars should be used, and what are the spacing that should be kept in the beam. So what load this is going to take. So all those things will be much more clear to you for understanding purpose. So you can see a complete sketch where we see the complete footing, beam, column, everything. This is a beam. So horizontal members is called beams, and vertical, this guide shape, this is called columns. And this is the foundation part of the building. So when you apply some loads on the building, so how it is going to be designed. So that's how you will be learning in this software. So another one for a wall frame. So where we go for wall structures. So we have the different types of loadings. Again, we want to mesh it, and we do for this also. Right. So this is again for footing, foundation column, where you can see the foundation slabs are laid and your columns will be connected over here. Right. So apart from this, we also have the next software we can note down that is called robotic structural analysis. What is robotic structural analysis? So robotic structural analysis is a very good software for civil engineering purpose and structural analysis. And this is also now trending software for civil engineering field. So what the software exactly say? The software exactly show you the stimulations. So how the bending, you apply a load on the beam and you apply some load and how it is going to bend or how it's going to be deflected. That I want to visualize or I want to see that. So due to that, what mechanism is going to be happen, what kind of steps I need to take. So those will help for structural engineer to perform its stimulation and analysis. So with various kind of combination of loads, we can see the picture. So this is the picture of a particular building. When you add all the kind of loads, so generally we know dead loads and live loads are there. So some structures have the dead loads and also live loads, and especially for seismic loads. So what is seismic? For understanding purpose, it is nothing but earthquake resistant loads. So any building you are designing on the earth or land, so it should be resistant to the seismic. So the building should not get collapsed. Such case also, and heavy wind. So when a wind is acting on a building, like example, a big towers, you can see transmission towers. So wind is going to act on the transmission tower. So the transmission tower has a tendency to fall down. So as a designer, we need to see what is the possibility, what is the limitation, what kind of section, what type of load is applicable. So those things you will be learning in this software. So this software is used to model a building with the particular loads. Then we can find out where the loads are coming, where the failure is going to occur, which column loads are getting failure, how we want to redesign it. So that is the beauty of the software. So one more example for the bridges. So when you go for bridge, we have again Midas bridges also there, CSI bridges are there, then also Revit software structure, we can make the modeling of piles. So when you go for the modeling of piles, you can see the deck slabs, what kind of deck slabs you're going to use in the bridges. So especially as I said earlier, civil engineering is not only the part of building construction of your house or office building. So it has a wide variety of scope. Number of projects are coming in the market. So number of infrastructures are developing. You can see the metro rail developments, and you can see airport authority developments, port developments. So these are some kind of new projects are coming in the market. So where you can establish yourself with that big openings are there for the market. So it's not like you feel like civil engineering is only for building construction. Civil engineering has a big wide area where you have a n number of scopes for your future. But yes, you need to explore those things not only from the textbook. You need to have a expertise in hands in the softwares as well. Then only you can go for the market competitions. So these are some kind of softwares where we need to learn how to model or make a designs of these kind of infrastructures in civil engineering softwares. So then you can see one more coming to the plant, oil and refinery industries. So if you're looking for a oil and refinery industries or petrochemical industries or any kind of factories you want to go. So there also we can see the role of civil engineering and mechanical engineers are there, and all the electrical engineers are there. So how you want to make as a point of civil engineering aspects, how you want to do the modeling for this kind of plants. So this sketch shows your boilers, some kind of cooling tank and boilers and reactors. So how you model these kind of sketch in the models. So then how this is going to be, where is the drawbacks, where we want to make it perfect. So those things we can do it. So again, this is also a sample sketch of your industrial plant. So we can show you some kind of industrial plants over here, the towers. So moving further the point quickly with the time. So StatPro is used. So StatPro is also one of the best software for civil engineering field for making the analysis more flexible and modeling. So what these softwares do, we can show a tunneling kind of cooling tower. So everybody know the power plant industries. So we were having a cooling towers. So in cooling tower, we get more number of heat liberations, and you want to take care of the vapors, and the structure should not get collapsed. So what kind of load should be applied inside, the temperature effects, what kind of material we need to assign to this, where the drawbacks come, where is the modeling effects come. So we need to first do the geometry, then we need to analyze the sketch, then we finally do the design, then we get the report for this. So when you see the report, we see this in 3D model, and we see the stresses, where the stresses are going to come, what is the value of stress. According to the failure, we need to go for the solution finding. So we will find a solution for this also, how to model these kind of software tools also. Then your bridges. So we use a train, right? So when you go for a train journey or your transportations, we cross a bridges. So number of bridges you might be come across in your life during your journey. So there might be a concrete bridge, there might be a steel bridge. Okay. So when you go for those kind of bridges, we call it as a truss bridge. So we put a word called truss bridge. So this is a truss member. So where you can see a truss is designed, and we need to apply the loads on this and how feasible it is for the construction work. So that's all things we see. And same way for high-rise building or any kind of multi-story building, we apply the loads. Now coming to the next part, that is a MEP concept that is called mechanical, electrical, plumbing. You can use down here, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. So what this is going to do, it's especially a kind of a special course that we have pay attention for plumbing and electrical and mechanical sector, like kind of a power plants industry or some kind of a sector where we go for planning for industrial sheds. So there we want to make the modeling in such a way, then these software tools will be helpful for you to add your knowledge. So kind of boilers, some kind of boilers where you have a plan designs. So for this entire sketch, this looks like now, what is this, all lines. But when you understand the subject, when you come to the core course, what is the line sketch, what is the how you want to model, then everything will be easy, nothing else to see here, right? So the next software which you can talk about is called ETABS. Please note down this word, ETABS. So ETABS is also used for modeling for structural analysis. So we can go for it. So quickly, I'll show you some Tekla. So this is another one word we can go for structural engineering. So all this software used for modeling a kind of concrete as well as steel structures. So these are the structural loads where we apply and we see the complete modeling, how you want to design your truss structures. And you can complete stadium modeling. You are going to make some kind of stadium modeling or kind of a golf ground or cricket stadium. Everything is in the process of design and analysis. So as I said in the third stage, that now we are in the third stage, design and analysis. So we want the model like this. So how you want to design this, and we want to analyze all the process. So where the failure occurs. So how to avoid those kind of collapsing point accidents, how to avoid. So that's what we need to be cautious in the civil engineering designs. Going to in the core a little bit about the answers. So here we go for a study about the in-depth of the materials. So how your material is going to behave and how the material is going to be useful for it. So I'll show you the best example here. So you can see this example. So yes, for aerodynamic field, if you take your flight, so what kind of material is used in the wings? So how to analyze this truss? What is the pressure will come over here when the wind flight is taking off or flight is landing, or in the during on the way, how much wind pressure will be acting? So what kind of material they are using in the designing of aircraft? So these are also a very good software where we go for analysis of a stress and strain analysis in civil engineering field. Then truss member, as I said, again, you can see a truss, a steel truss. Then bridge deck slab. So all your metro works, you can see this kind of bridge shape. So whenever next time when you go across your metro station, at the bottom of the deck slab, you will find a shape like this. So it's nothing but a precast slabs, deck slabs. So for that also we do the designs. So how much rod should be kept, what should of pressure should be applied. Okay, coming to the last section that we are going to discuss about the scheduling and management software. So in scheduling and management software, what is mainly used? So it's purely for your management purpose. So we are going for a management field. So you are going to coordinate with a company, or you're going to link with some kind of industrial sector. So how you want to schedule your construction activities. So for that, we need a software tools. So yes, exactly for that also we use the Primavera tools, that is called the Primavera software. So this is also established in 1993, very long back. And this is very, very familiar in Dubai. When you have to think about your friends say, I'm getting job in Dubai or abroad. So yes, you should be having a knowledge about Primavera software. So without that, we can't survive in the civil engineering field. So Primavera softwares allow you to make your projects in an effective manner. So you can see the day-wise activity. What is the day-to-day activity? What are the day-to-day activities that you are going to schedule, and how to see the reality of projects. So this is how your project is going to look. Let me show you a sample. So when you schedule your projects, building one, you're going to talk about the point, when you're going to start your casting work, when you're going to do the foundation work, at what time you're going to start, and the other activity which you're going to use, who is going to cast your floor slab, for that who is the resource person, how many labors you need, how many materials you need. So each and everything you will use to put it inside the software. And the software used to give a very good picture. So this is how you are going to get your schedule. If sometime we see some activity may be clashing, carpenter and the painter activity may get clashed. Sometimes you need to do the plastering of walls. So those things how you come across. So the software help you to understand some kind of clash or some kind of issues where the software is going to give a highlight for us. Right. So this way we can see the critical stages. So certain cases where it gives the alert to the user. This has some particular time durations, limited values. So we can't reduce the time duration for this particular activity. So that way we can come to know what is the leftover and what is the percentage of completions. So this is the example we can show as a work breakdown structures. So from the managing director to executive engineers, then executive engineers, again assistant engineer. Then last we come with the site engineers. So for all this particular point of coordination, how we are going to give the coordinations. So we have organization breakdown structures. Okay, so this is the last one which I'm going to conclude here. This is a MSP, we call it as a MSP, Microsoft Project Management. What this software say? So similar to your previous one, this is also developed by Microsoft. So this is also helpful for project management. When you come for the project schedule, how the schedules are come to it, what are the days are left for the construction activity, then how you want to carry forward. So that's the way we go ahead. So that's all from my side. I hope you have various ideas about the software which is used in civil engineering field. So once you join our school, you'll come across with all this kind of set of software for your curriculum as well. So that way we will shape you in a better for future. So that's what I kept the emerging software in civil engineering field. And last but not least, yes, today we are going with the AI tools and ML learning. So as a part of civil engineering, we also incorporate the AI tools for civil engineering in construction field. But yes, as a mother of engineering, we always proud to say that we are mother of engineering field, civil engineering, which we care for the earth and planet. So we should talk about the sustainability goals as well. So yes, it's a good field. So we wish you all the best and we look forward for you. So thank you from my side.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ganesh, our today's expert. So now I would request to the admission nominee, Dr. Lavleen Kumar Bhagi. Over to you, Dr. Lavleen.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. I'm going to share my screen.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, please.
Okay, right. So let's start with the first. First, I'm going to discuss about the rankings and accreditations. And over here, very first, I'd like to uh, tell you that UGC has recognized LPU as a Category 1 university with graded autonomy. And if I talk about the NAC ranking, then we have received the highest NAC grade A++ with a score of 3.68 on 4-point scale. And it is the highest score in first cycle of accreditation among all government and private universities. These are the parameters which NAC generally assess any university or any institute. And if I further go with the NBA accreditation, then we have MBA program is NBA accredited, and along with this, we have BTech program also NBA accredited. BTech Civil Engineering, we have NBA accredited program. Further, if I go with the agriculture programs, then UG and PG programs, we have ICAR accreditation. And NF ranking, if I discuss with you, then we have 31st rank we have amongst all government and private universities in India, 13th in pharmacy, 17th in agriculture, 24th in architecture, 26th in law, 44th rank we have management, 40th in research, 48th in engineering. And then if I further go with the World University Ranking 2026, so we rank 5th in India amongst all government and private universities. We are ahead of various institutes, universities like JNU, University of Delhi, VIT, SRM. So, amongst all government and private universities, including IITs and private institutes. Further, if I talk about the physical sciences, we have rank 1 in India. And in engineering, we have World University Ranking 2026. We rank 2nd in India. Then, if I go with the World University Ranking for innovations, then 4th in India and 109th global we have amongst all government and private universities. And if I say LPU is ranked ahead of University of Toronto, University of Waterloo, uh, Washington State University, McGill University, IIT Bombay, various other IITs we have, Imperial College London, Cornell University, IIT Madras. So, and we talk about the impact ranking, and in the quality education, we have 2nd in India and 18th globally we have. Then in the QS World University Ranking, we have 5th in India, and life sciences, in life sciences we have, you can say 5th in India. And then Mago ranking, we have 7th amongst all private universities ranking we have. Then we have ACPSP accreditation also, and this accreditation generally for the this business related programs. Then we have approvals like NCT approval we have, and other approvals we have like PCI approval for the pharmacy programs, Council of Architecture for the architecture program, PCI approval for the law programs, and All India Council for Technical Education for distance learning and online education programs. Then Institute of Town Planners, ITPI for the planning departments, programs. Then Indian Association of Physiotherapists for physiotherapy programs. And we have RCA approval also, that is special program for the special education and clinical psychology, and approved by the RCI. Then these are the memberships we have. And if I talk about if I talk about the placements and achievements by our students, then USA BTech student score a very decent package, that is a 3 crore package, and he's working global company, MNC company in Germany. The you can say another our student got a package of 2.5 crore. Vishnu, final year student, and if I you can say sum up this thing, then more than 2,000 students selected at a package of 10 lakh to 2.5 crore. And moreover, the in our curriculum, there is a education revolution we have introduced. That means earn your fee back before completing your degree, and through you can say paid industry projects, internships, global hackathons, consultancy, and uh, then trading like this way. Then another package we have. Just give me a moment. Then we have another this the our alumni Ansh Sharma, you can say have started their own venture, and within 3 years he earned a revenue of more than 100 crore rupees. If I go further with the packages and the name of the companies like Palo Alto, Google, Amazon, MotoRQ, and so many companies, renowned companies, our students placed over there. And in the bracket of 10 lakh to 62.72 lakh, more than 770 students selected at this package. Then if I go with the company name and the package, our student got like, then we got placed in Autodesk with the 13.57 lakh rupees per annum package. But the Samant 2017 batch qualified to UPSC, and now he's an assistant commander with the qualified UPSC exam with already a rank 84. Asif Yusuf clear UPSC civil services exam with the rank of 328. Another student, Soumya Kumari, you can say scored in UPSC exam with the 502 rank. Anwarullah Ansari uh, has been awarded a scholarship by the dad for higher education in the Federal Republic of Germany. Aditya selected as a reviewer in American International Journal. Hazif Abdullah got selected at Leeds University, UK for higher studies with the scholarship. Mr. Aksh Kondugal got selected to the position of scholarship holder for a project at Quantum Systems for Informatics Group's Polish Academy, Poland. Shubham selected for with the full time with the full scholarship for doing PhD at Kazakh Republic. Akshay got selected at University of Siegen for the higher studies. Similar way, Ayush Arya got selected for the summer you can say internship program at the Sweden. Along with the academics, our student you can say performed very well in the sports also. Like 13 LPU students represented India in Tokyo Olympic Games, and out of this 12 students won medals, one gold, one silver, two bronze medals. Another history I was to create, like 24 students participate in the Paris Olympic Games in 2024, and we can say 21% of Indian Olympic contingent is from LPU. Another you can say achievement by our students is uh, the first runner-up in the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy 2023, and this is the first ever private university to clinch that title since its inception. Another you can say achievement by students, and this is you can say Makkah Trophy. We have first runner-up in the second consecutive years. Then if I show you how you can assess all these informations from the website, you can just go to the lpu.in, and over here there is the about section, admission section. If you go to the about section, then you can scroll down and just click over here placements, and all the details into the placements you can assess from here also. All the company names, the 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 trend within the years, the packages trend our student is getting all the things you can assess from here, right? And the career enhancement programs, what we are running, joint placement drives, we have live projects, training and internships our student is doing. You can check for more detail over here, read more, and then guest lectures and workshops we have. And if you have any FAQ related to the placements, then you can click over here. Like if I show you how early does the university start placement training for students. If you want to know that, you can click over here and you can check from the very first year of the program. LPU begins placement training to equip students with the essential skills for their future career. This thing you can go through. So this is how the things can be it well structured over here. Then another thing, if I show you, if anyone interested in the startup, then how does the LPU support students in startup or entrepreneurship? Then you click over here and you check the divisions those are helping students for the startups. And if I count the number, then with 300 startups launched globally, and if further the revenue our students have got 25 plus crore revenue our students generated through the startups. Then if I scroll down, this is the email you can put placement@lpm.co.in. Then if further you want to check the school, just for the School of Civil Engineering, the detail for the school, you go to the academics and you just click over here, civil engineering, and all the information for the civil engineering school you get on this page. Like like if you want to watch the video for the civil engineering school, if you want to know more about the School of Civil Engineering, then you can download the discipline browser for this school. And the programs, the placements detail is mentioned over here for the School of Civil Engineering. Highest salary package 50 lakh rupees per annum. Average salary package our students got, top 10% students, that is 9.6 lakh rupees per annum. Highest internship stipend offered is 1.1 lakh rupees, and 150 dream offers our students got. And these are the company names. Those are are let's say recruiters in the coming in the LPU. And further, these are the success stories from the BTech Civil Engineering students with the name of the company and the package they got. These are the rankings which I have already been discussed with you. And the tie-ups we have, these are the companies with which we have tie-up. And this is the publication details. Like we have around 500 research publications we have, and more than, you can say, 450 Scopus citations, 82 book chapters, 70 plus patents done by the School of Civil Engineering. So these are the programs we have in the School of Civil Engineering. Like after 12th, we have BTech Civil Engineering. And if you are interested for the AI and ML, and it is through the civil, then this is a very you can say excellent program. We have BTech Civil Engineering, artificial intelligence with the machine learning. The details, or you can say glimpses for this, already been discussed with you by Dr. Ganesh. And then we have international credit transfer program also, 2+2 international credit transfer. That means 2 years at LPU and 2 years in the foreign university, and final degree you will get from the foreign university. And then we have diploma programs also, and in the diploma we have the BTech Civil Engineering lateral entry program and diploma civil engineering we have. After graduation, if you want to pursue with the specialization, then we have MTech structural engineering, MTech transportation engineering, MTech construction engineering we have. Along with this, if you have done masters then and want to pursue PhD from LPU, then we also have the PhD programs in civil engineering, both in full-time and part-time. And if you want to know more about the facilities we have and the faculty along with the experience they have, you can check all the details from here along with the specialization. or key interest area for the faculty. The guest lectures details we have over here, and then can check the details of this thing. This is the again for the testimonies from former students to current achievers, and these are the FAQs for civil engineering school. Then similar way, if you want to know more about the campus, then you go to the campus live, and over here you can check the campus security. Just I'll show you regarding this. We have more than 35,000 students, 7,200 CCTV cameras installed, more than 200 full-time security personnel we have. Then fire station we have, high-tech security gadgets we have. So this is how the security is working. And over here you can see drug-free campus. We have professional security staff. We have and continuous monitoring through the CCTVs and full-fledged fire station inside the campus. Then turnstile gates and boom barriers installed in every hostel entrance like this way. And then we have all these things being taken care by the division of student care. Then if you know about the amenities we have or residential facilities we have, like if you want to know more about residential facility, then same way go to the campus live and click residential facility. So over here you can look at the residential facilities. We have, if I say 18 multi-story residential buildings, out of which let's say 9 we have for the boys hostel, 6 we have girls hostel, and rest we have residential blocks. And if you want to explore more for the residential facilities, then you can have the explore room options like this way. You can click over here, and these are the options we have from the 1-seater to 4-seater to 4x2 seaters we have. So then another options we have this year is studio apartment, where all season hot and cold air conditioning is available, and then rooms setup, furnishing, bed with mattress, study table, all the things are to be there, and other things you can go through from this web page. And then if I show you the shopping and dining areas in the LPU, then we have Uni Mall inside the campus, and another things you can see dining options, cuisines, shop for everything, grocery stores. Like if you have suppose anything you want to purchase, like mobile shop, we have the banking we have inside, ATMs we have. So all the things you can see. So details you can check from this page only. And moreover, if you want to know more about the placements, you click the placements, and the placement, the option is directly on this page also. Otherwise, you can go to the about section and go to the placement. And regarding the contact numbers and how you contact, you can directly go over here, contact, and then you can have the phone numbers we have. Then these are the contact details, toll-free numbers. And if you want to chat with us through the WhatsApp, then this is the number. And for any query, you can mail us at admissions@lpu.in. And if you want to visit our out-campus offices, then they are also be available. And then you can go to this admissions and LPU in your town. We have. Just give me a moment. Then there is a web page we have, or you can, if you have any thing you want to check from the website, you can see LPU in you type over here, then you get the link for that. You get the link for that like this, and you click over here, and you get the office LPU office detail in your state city. Like Delhi, we have Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Telangana, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala, Rajasthan. Means most of the all of the states we have the LPU out, you can say outreach offices we have, and the contact numbers is being mentioned on this page. So this is how you can assess all the details regarding the School of Civil Engineering in our website. This is all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much to you, our admission of Dr. Navleen Kumar. Can we take the questions now fast to Dr. Ganesh and to Dr. Navleen?
Yep.
Thanks, attendees, for giving me chance to address your questions. Now, let's talk about the, I dropped one question in poll, Dr. Ganesh. The question was, which software tool interests you the most in civil engineering? The options were AutoCAD, STAAD Pro, Revit, BIM technology. And most students will click on this Revit. Can you please discuss about this with the options?
So yes, ma'am, sure. So Revit is basically right now a trending software. So every civil engineering whosoever enrolling for schools of civil engineering, so Revit is now come as a key forward as an important priority software which you want to learn. Why? Because now the old tradition which I explained in my presentation, the paper and pencil is outdated. Nobody is going to take a pencil or a scale, going to draw it in a paper. So we are going to sit with the system, you're going to do with the software. So the Revit software is one of the most important software in civil engineering. Everything, whatever the information you're going to collect, you're going to do it in a model. So as I said, what is the cost of the book you're going to incorporate in the model? What's the paint you're going to use that you're going to put in the model? Or what is the size, what is the geometry, its material, everything is going to do a modeling. It is now a trending software where we go for any kind of construction sector, either it is a transportation sector or it is going to be a highway department or a kind of a multi-story building. The Revit software is going to be the one of the most important software in civil engineering. So that is basically a modeling software. From the modeling, we come to know all the data. What is the cost? What is the management? What is the schedules? How the building is going to look and walk through effect. So all those things is going to come. But behind this, AutoCAD is the base software. I'm not saying you can't ignore the AutoCAD. AutoCAD is a base software. From the base, we are going one step ahead. That is called Revit. So both, as my suggestion, as my experience, I can say both are most important tools for civil engineering. Apart from that, STAAD Pro is come next. When you're going for design, that will be helpful.
Thanks so much, Dr. Ganesh. Let's take the question of Vijit Singh. Vijit is asking, what are the most in demand digital tools and technical skills for careers in the civil engineering industry?
Digital tool is like software only. Whatever the software, on what purpose you're going to use. There are different kind of purpose. So my purpose, I want to do only estimation is my purpose. Only for project management field. If my purpose is to do only interior design, then I can go for PS Max or kind of modeling software I can do. Or my purpose is to be a structural engineer in future after 4 years of my BTech and I want to enroll for my master degree. I want to go for structural design. Then your purpose is different. So your digital software will change. You can't go with one single software will conclude it. So as per your purpose, what is your future aim for your career? According to that, you need to select your softwares.
Thank you so much, Ganesh. So Abhijit, I got expert, and if anyone have any question regarding the admissions, they just write on us at admission@lpu.co.in, and you can do WhatsApp chat with us. Our WhatsApp number is 985256900. I'm repeating the number. It's 985256900. Thank you so much once again to our today's expert, Dr. Navleen Kumar and Dr. Ganesh. As we come to the end of this webinar, I express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. If anyone wants to access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in. Under this admission, under this LPU Edu-Webinar, you will find the past and the upcoming webinars. And you will access this session, this webinar on YouTube also later. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I will be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a beautiful day.